Good morning. I just wanted to test my mic and audio.
Good morning, Josh.
Good morning.
Yes, you're audible, and we can actually
Okay.
see you.
Okay, great.
Good morning, everyone.
Good morning, Jean-Claude. Good morning, Kairanga.
Morning.
Could someone tell me whether my background is okay or I don't know? Are you able to read RAQ?
Yes, please.
Yes, the background is okay.
Oh,
Read the
perfect.
words.
Perfect. Thank you.
Good morning, everyone. Welcome. I would like to take this opportunity to welcome you all to our webinar today on navigate quality requirements with the EAC Quality for Trade platform and building towards compliance with Rwanda Alliance for Quality to enhance the MSMEs market access on coffee, avocado, tea, fine beans, chili pepper sectors. And my name is Hidayah Mkwizu. I work with the East African Business Council as the Trade Policy and Legal Affairs. Today, I'm going to be the moderator of this webinar. And again, I would like to welcome you all. And I request that we give other people a few minutes to join. So at least 5 minutes, then we start our webinar. Thank you. Karibuni sana. Yes, a very good morning to you all once again. I would like to welcome you again to our webinar of the day on the national navigating quality requirements with the EAC Quality for Trade platforms and Rwanda Alliance for Quality. And I would like to set some ground rules for our webinar today before we start. And number one, we are requesting all of you to mute your microphones and videos when you are not speaking. And also we request that you contribute to the meeting goals. And again, we request that you stay on point and on time. We should also focus on the topic of the day. And again, questions can be sent to the chat room, and meeting will be recorded for reporting purposes. And also after this webinar, the report of the webinar will be shared. So once again, I welcome you all. And we are requesting for 2 more minutes. We will start by 11 past 10 EAT. So as we also wait for others to join, please feel free to write on the chat on your name and the company that you're coming from. Thank you all. Karibuni sana. Thank you very much. We are going now to start our webinar. A very good morning to you all. Once again, my name is Hidayah Mkwizu. I work with the East African Business Council as the Trade Policy and Legal Affairs. And on behalf of the East African Business Council, I would like to take this opportunity to thank you all and to welcome you to our webinar today on the navigating quality requirements with the EAC Quality for Trade platform and building towards compliance with the Rwanda Alliance for Quality to enhance the MSMEs market access. We are so delighted today to be joined by different key stakeholders, including the MSMEs, women and youth, entrepreneurs, representatives from the quality associations, our partners from the ITC, as well as the EU EAC Markup 2 program. And we really appreciate for making time to participate today. So the webinar today is the part of the regional awareness, and it's a series in our EAC partner states. We started with Kenya, and we are happy today. Now we are in Rwanda, and today's session is designed to be practical and interactive, and we are requesting all of you to focus on the very, very interesting program. And in the end of the day, we are expecting that you'll have the clear understanding on the EAC Quality for Trade platforms, but also to know how to use and to identify quality requirements for your products, and also to understand what is the role of the National Quality Association, and as well as know where you can get the support. So let me briefly take you through the program of the day. we are going to have the introduction and purpose of the national webinar, by which I've already done. And after that, we'll be having the opening remarks to highlight the importance of the quality in driving competitiveness and trade, whereby we'll first be having the opening remarks by our acting executive director, Mr. Adrian Jau. And again, we'll have the remarks from Ms. Margareta Fanda, who is the lead of Quality Champions Program, Export Quality Management at the ITC. And then after that, we will move now to the business of the day, by which we'll have the EAC Quality for Trade platform overview and objectives. And this will be done by Mr. Josh Olson, who is the lead for Quality for Trade platforms coming from ITC. And after that, we'll now be having a session on discovering the quality requirements with the campus tool, by which we'll be having representatives from the Quality Association, the Rwanda Alliance, but also we will also be having the spotlight on the Quality Association, by which we'll be having the presentation of services and how now SMEs can engage and be supported. After that, we will now be having the interactive question and answer session, by which we're requesting all the participants now to give us feedback, any recommendations or any questions that you may be having. And after that, we'll be having the closing remarks and next steps. So thank you very much. Without taking much of your time, I would like now to welcome our acting executive director, Mr. Adrian Jau, for the opening remarks. Thank you very much.
Okay, good morning, everybody, and belated Happy New Year. On behalf of the Governing Council and the management of East Africa Business Council, I would like to convey our greetings. And starting with the acknowledgement, I would like to start by acknowledging the presence of Margareta Fanda, Lead Quality Champion Program, Export Quality Management, International Trade Center, Josh Oslon, Associate Management and Program Analyst, International Trade Center, all representatives from Rwanda Alliance for Quality, Private Sector Association in this webinar, micro and small media enterprises, which are our targeted audience today, EABC member presence, ladies and gentlemen. Once again, good morning. It is my pleasure to welcome you to this national webinar, focusing on navigating quality requirement through the EAC Quality for Trade platform, with the support from the International Trade Center and the European Union EAC Market Access Program Phase 2, which is known as Markup 2, funded by European Union. Ladies and gentlemen, across East Africa community, we all understand that the macro and small media enterprises account over 90% of their businesses and contributing close to more than 40% of gross domestic product. And more important, provide more than 80% of employment opportunity in the region. In East Africa community, micro and small media enterprises are not only drivers of economy, but they are also critical instrument for addressing unemployment, improving livelihood, and promoting inclusive economic growth. And this is more important when you consider that most of those who are employing this particular sector are women and youth. Ladies and gentlemen, nearly 69% of Rwanda households are engaged in agriculture, according to population census conducted in 2022. This sector is crucial not only for economic growth, but also for social transformation, women economic empowerment, and youth employment. From 2017 to 2024, agricultural development in Rwanda contributed significantly to poverty reduction, bringing the poverty rate down from 39% to 27.4%. But also when you look, for example, the sector, the subsector we are focusing today, which is coffee, avocado, tea, fine beans, and chill, you will find that they mainly contribute to Rwanda economy in terms, for example, of export. For example, when you look at the coffee sector, coffee account more than 25% of Rwanda total agricultural export and support more than 400,000 smallholders farmers. And when you look the total export from coffee for 2021 to 2022, you find that it is around USD 116 million USD. But last year, the coffee export earning is expected to be 150 million. But also when you look tea, it is very important for Rwanda in terms of export, where the value of export is more than 100 million. But also in terms of the smallholder who are being supported by this important crop, you find it is around more than 42,000 farmers. Despite this strong potential as well as contribution to Rwanda economy, you find micro and small media enterprises operating within this sector continue to face several challenges, especially in understanding and complying with increasing complex quality and standard requirement in both regional and international market. Limited access to reliable, practical, and consolidated information often result in missed opportunity, delay market entry, and higher compliance cost. You should also note that when we are talking of agricultural product, which are mainly food, they face a lot of challenges of the quality as well as standard requirement. Ladies and gentlemen, recognizing this gap is the Africa Business Council as your regional policy association in partnership with the International Trade Center and Markup Phase 2 project has organized this webinar that seek to empower micro, small, and medium enterprises to 3 areas. One is understanding mandatory export regulation and standard. 2, identify market-specific quality requirements. And the 3rd is connect with trusted quality service providers. Ladies and gentlemen, through the live demonstration of navigating quality requirements, participants of this today webinar will gain practical, hands-on knowledge about the export and competitiveness. Allow me to express sincere appreciation to the International Trade Center for the technical leadership and the European Union for supporting private sector competitiveness in the EAC, as well as Rwanda Alliance for Quality for their continued commitment to strengthen quality culture among Rwanda enterprises. I strongly encourage all participants to actively engage and take advantage of training and expertise offered by the expert. I wish you all a fruitful and impactful session. Karibuni sana na asanteni sana. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Mr. Njau, for the very insightful remarks. And we really appreciate on your remarks saying that nearly 69% of the Rwandan households are engaged in agriculture. And according to the population, this sector is crucial not only for the economic growth, but also for social transformation, women's economic empowerment, as well as for youth employment. As we all know, we are facing a very big challenge on unemployment. And we really, again, appreciate the East African Business Council in partnership with the ITC and the Markup 2 project, understanding that MSMEs needs to understand the mandatory export regulations and standards, and also to identify market specific quality requirements, as well as to connect with the trusted quality service providers. So once again, thank you very much, Mr. Njau, for the opening remarks, and allow me now to welcome Ms. Margaret Fanda, who is the lead on the Quality Champions Program and Export Quality Management from ITC, for also the remarks. Welcome, Mr. Fanda.
Thank you very much, Hidayah. First of all, I want to wish everyone a very, very warm welcome. And then in the name of ITC, I also want to thank all players that are involved in making this event happen. It is happening in the context of the Market Access Upgrade Project, Markup for short. We've been hearing about this just now. This project is EU funded, it's implemented by the International Trade Center, and it's also implemented in collaboration with the EAC Secretariat. And it is for the benefit of the East African community. I'm also very proud about the partnership we're having with EABC. And Mr. Adrian Yao, I really appreciated your opening speech. I think you've highlighted a lot of important issues. You've shared data, challenges, and we're very, very happy with how you and your team are engaging with ITC and actually joining hands for benefit of the small companies, because I think we're all there with that in mind. I also want to highlight our partnership with the Rwanda Alliance for Quality, an amazing team of quality champions that have created this association. And when we heard the word trusted service provider, I think RAQ certainly lives up to that. And what we have today is really a very interesting combination. We will see how an online tool can give those of you who come from enterprises or are interested in market requirements, how you can actually learn from this tool and use it in your daily life. And then as a second dimension, we will hear how RAQ and their expert team can actually come on board and help you perhaps, or help companies in Rwanda to implement challenges that would ensure compliance for their products to enter particular markets. So without any further comments, I wish everyone a very successful meeting, and I want to thank everyone involved, including, of course, my ITC colleagues. You'll be meeting Josh, who has been leading or continues to lead the Equality for Trade platform in the context of ITC. And so the partnerships we're now developing will again help to connect the services and to reach out to more and more users. Thank you very much, and back to you, Hidayah, or maybe to Josh. Don't know.
Yeah, thank you very much, Ms. Fanda, and we really appreciate your support as the EABC. And again, thank you very much. And I think now we are going to move directly to the business of the day. And the first session will be on the EAC Quality for Trade platform overview and objectives, whereby we'll be having the overview and the benefits of the EAC Quality for Trade platforms and also the demonstration of the select tools and the futures. So on this session, allow me to welcome Mr. Josh Olson, who is the lead quality for trade platform export quality management at the International Trade Center. I hope he will also be able to introduce more himself. Thank you very much and welcome, Josh.
Thank you so much, Hidayah. Thank you to everyone here in attendance. Big thanks to Mr. Adrian Najal, who we heard from in the opening remarks, the Executive Director of EBC, to my colleague and friend Margareta Funder, who works with me very closely at ITC under the Markup Project. I'd really like to thank also EABC for being such a good partner and for coordinating this valuable event for the private sector. And last but not least, our esteemed members of the Rwanda Alliance for Quality, who are here today and will play a central part in today's session. And of course, a very big welcome to all of you in the audience. You might be representing SMEs or larger companies or sector associations or supporting institutions, but your presence reflects really a shared interest in understanding how quality requirements can affect market access and how these challenges can be addressed in a practical way. So my name is Josh Olson. I'm working at the International Trade Center under phase 2 of the EU EAC Market Access Upgrade Program. This is a project funded by the EU, and a big thanks to the EU, as this platform and this session today wouldn't be possible without their steadfast support. I'm here to present to you today the EAC Quality for Trade platform. So this is a tool that's been developed under Markup 1 and Markup 2. This is designed, it's a platform designed specifically for SMEs to help them better understand quality requirements and connect with the right support, and really get a good head start on building toward compliance. So we can get started. So I think I'll start by kind of setting the stage a bit. So at the heart of this platform is really a simple reality, and that's that quality-related challenges tend to prevent many companies from exporting successfully to foreign markets. I think we all are aware of this. It's one of the biggest hurdles in trade success. Now, through ITC's work and research and repeated surveys, 3 common challenges really emerge consistently. First, it's an unclear understanding of quality requirements. The requirements differ from one product to another. They differ from market to market. They're very technical in nature, and they evolve quickly. They evolve over time. And this makes it really difficult for enterprises to kind of follow and interpret. Second, even when requirements are known, many SMEs lack the technical knowledge, the practical knowledge or the capacity really on how to comply. Understanding what's required, it doesn't automatically translate into knowing what actions to take. So this tool tries to address that need as well. Third, there's a limited awareness of the kind of quality related services that are out there, whether it's expertise at individual level, whether it's certification services, inspection, testing, all of the things that are essential for proving compliance or meeting different market requirements. So really, we look at all this all together, and what it's clearly pointing to is an information gap. Now, when building this platform, as it's an information gap, we really want to bridge this gap. This was the goal with the platform. In doing so, we wanted to make quality requirements more clear, more understandable, more practical, and kind of directly connect these things to the services and the SMEs, the services and expertise that the SMEs would need to overcome the challenges that they're facing. So this bridge in practice is the Quality for Trade platform developed by ITC under the Market Access Upgrade Program. This tool, as you'll see today, is an exciting one. It allows the SMEs to discover relevant quality requirements, to identify the different regulations, key standards and market expectations for priority sectors in priority markets. It also allows them to access practical guidance and good practices. So, obtaining guidance on quality-related topics, learn from best practices that are relevant at the sector level. So not generic, but very targeted toward the specific sectors and products. Thirdly, to connect with the right support, linking with experts like the Quality Champions, the Quality Association that you'll hear from later today, the Rwanda Alliance for Quality, other institutions and experts who can help you along your quality journey. And then finally, to learn from others' successes, so learning from real practical success stories. So we feature success stories that are about enterprises who have already overcome quality-related challenges. So we'll start with the foundational tool of the platform, which is known as the Quality Compass. And to do so, we'll kind of put ourselves in the shoes of maybe a young SME in the EAC region in Rwanda that has aspirations to export to a market like, let's say, the EU, but simply just doesn't know where to begin. So this can become very overwhelming as a starting point. There can be a sense of frustration, the feeling of being lost in a maze of requirements. So, questions start to pile up like, what are pesticide residues? What do I have to worry about there? How about mycotoxins in coffee? Microbiological contaminants, heavy metals, food additives, traceability, plant health, labeling, good practices like GHP, GMP, and GAP, hazard analysis, critical control points, different management systems, allergens, adulteration, conformity assessment procedures, national standards, regional standards, international standards, and the different attributes of the product itself, whether they're physical, chemical, or sensory. And then obviously, what does the buyer want? What is the consumer looking for? These questions, all of these things matter, but they're rarely explained together in one place, or in a way that's easy for non-technical users to understand. So what if there was a tool that could bring all this information together and structure it in a way that's understandable for SMEs to help them understand how it applies to them, to their product, where they can start, and how to build toward compliance? So now there is a tool. We do have that tool, and it's called the Quality Compass. It's an ITC tool. Like other ITC tools, it starts with a query. So let's imagine a coffee SME wants to learn about requirements for their Rwandan coffee going to an EU market like Austria. So by entering the query, the compass will then generate a guided structure. So instead of a maze of requirements, we are breaking things down on a much more guided, structured level. We have 3 practical levels of information that's presented to the user, and we'll see this a bit later in the demo with the help of our members of RAQ. We break things down on levels of mandatory requirements. So what answers the basic question, what do I have to do to access a particular market? It's the regulatory baseline. It's the minimum requirements. Secondly, key standards. So highlighting key voluntary or private standards that are commonly applied for that particular product. These might be national standards, regional standards, or international standards. They could be product-based, they could be management systems, or sustainability. So they're not legally required, but important from the buyer side. Third, market preferences. So these cover additional elements that aren't incorporated in a standard, but they are nonetheless important things to consider. You know, they might be buyer expectations or consumer preferences or common market practices, maybe you know, common aspects that are seen in technical specifications from buyers, those sort of things. And so while this information is not mandatory or part of a standard, it's critical for, you know, knowing what buyers want, building trust. So really the goal of this is to bring all this into one place and unravel the complexity of these requirements and present things in a structured way. Just to explain a bit more about the way that information is presented. As mentioned before, the requirements exist, they're out there, but they're scattered. They're highly technical and they're difficult to translate into action. So we have a 3-level approach to information on the tool. We extract and present the information on the requirement itself, and we put it into context. So this answers the question, what is required for my product? Without forcing you to find the regulation yourself and seeing what's relevant for your product and kind of deciphering the mystery of the regulation. Secondly, we provide the sensitization information. So why the requirement matters, how can it be addressed in practice, what controls or measures can be put in place, whether it's at the farm level or storage level, pack house level, what control measures can be put in place to better align with compliance measures. Third, we always link the users to relevant additional resources and source regulations. So there are a lot of valuable tools out there. There's a lot of valuable information, guidance, training packs. This information's out there, but it's fragmented. So what we try to do is bring it into one place, allowing users to, you know, go deeper when they want to learn more from other information that's out there. We have personalized bookmarks, so you can kind of bookmark different pages of information. We have self-assessments and tracking, so if you can mark your knowledge level as you go along, and obviously the source document. So if you did want to check the information that's presented on the tool and kind of see what the actual regulation says, if you want to read that document, it's always going to be there. So this approach really is about helping users to retain information, to apply it, and then to move towards the next step, rather than being kind of overwhelmed by, you know, reading through 100-page regulations from the start. So you'll see when we do the demo that the Quality Compass tool has several sectors available now. We have, for Rwanda, we have coffee, tea, avocado, fine beans, and chili pepper. There are other products present that have been mapped for other EAC markets, and the information found in those mappings is also very much relevant for Rwanda. But specifically for Rwanda, we have those 5 products, and upcoming under markup 2 in the pipeline, we have additional products like essential oils, gum arabic, and leather. And then under markup 2, there will also be more focus on EAC regional requirements. So the second tool, that was the Compass tool, and you'll hear a lot more about that during the demonstration upcoming. The second tool is Quality Connect. So this is this is the next step. So you think of the Compass as the information resource, what is required, and 2 is putting you in touch with the people who can help you get there. So through this tool, users can view profiles and connect directly with experts, institutions, service providers who can provide you the guidance, the technical support, or quality related services with the information that you need. It includes a kind of an expert database as well as a service provider directory. Importantly, this is this tool brings together the regional network of quality champions that have been developed by ITC. So in Rwanda, the quality champions now have a quality association, the Rwanda Alliance for Quality, and these members and the institution itself can be found on the Quality Connect tool for SMEs to contact. Here we just see a couple examples of profiles. Again, this is about bringing together individual plus institutional expertise. That's the Connect tool. Now, the third tool is the Quality Success module. And this is really about showing that improving quality and meeting market requirements is possible, that it happens. And when it happens, it should be celebrated. So this tool is about showcasing successes. Users of the platform can read through and explore real successes from enterprises and institutions and experts that have accessed new markets, maybe expanded their customer base or overcome different quality-related challenges, and this unlocked new opportunities for them. These are really, practical experiences, less theory, more real reality. The stories can be filtered by product, by topic, so or country, and it makes it easier for SMEs to find examples that are relevant for them. And I think one nice thing is that this is a participatory tool, so users are encouraged to submit their own success stories for consideration. And this helps to share lessons learned, raise visibility, and contribute to the platform. So we like to hear from our users. The platform also has news and events, so you can keep up with what has happened and what will happen. And importantly, at EABC as a critical partner with ITC, we have linkages backwards to the website of the East African Business Council, and then backwards to ITC. So on both the website of EABC, you'll see links to our tool, and on our tool, you'll see links to EABC. So I'm going to stop with this presentation. I'm just going to show you a little bit of the live platform, and then before handing things off to RAQ, the Rwanda Alliance for Quality, for a more thorough demonstration of the Quality Compass tool. So just one moment, let me bring up the right screen. So what you see here is the homepage of the EAC Quality for Trade platform. So I'm not going to spend too much time on the homepage, but you can see here that it is a live platform. It's ready for use. It's publicly available. We have the links to the different tools here at the top. You see, as mentioned, this is really only possible through the Markup project and with the donor support of the EU. The platform, you can read a bit more about the platform here. So if you want to learn more, you can click the Learn More button and be taken to some more information. We have videos. The platform is intended for, and this has probably already been gathered, but we kind of outline it here as well. SMEs can access user-friendly information. So this is really built for SMEs. That's why SMEs are listed first here. Accessing user-friendly information on quality requirements at the product market level. Service providers can also use the platform to benefit from promotion of services, link up with other institutions. Experts can benefit from sharing best practices, marketing their services, and connecting with the regional expert community. And then a fourth type of user, which is a quality learner. And we have a lot of people like this that fall into this category. Maybe they're just getting started and they have aspirations, but they don't they don't yet have a company, or maybe they're just curious about learning about quality and for a particular product or a particular market. And this tool is a great starting point for learning about quality and trade and beginning the quality journey. We have the different tools here. We have the Compass tool, the Connect tool, and the Quality Success tool. As I mentioned before, we have the news and events section, different photos, media gallery, and our partners. So the EU, EAC Secretariat, EBC, and then other tools. So when other tools exist, we want to make sure people know about them. And there's many tools out there that have complementary information to what we present on this platform. For example, the Rwanda Trade Portal, which many of you may be familiar with. This is a tool that outlines the export procedures. So the licensing, the registration, the different steps. Who do I have to see? What do I have to do procedurally to get my product exported? So the information here is very complementary to what we're presenting on the quality side. And we have deep linkages to the Rwanda Trade Portal throughout. I'll just briefly flash the Quality Compass tool. So this is what I referred to in the PowerPoint presentation. This is where we see the different quality champions from the different countries in the EAC region. So you won't just see Rwanda, but you can filter by country. But today we're interested in the Rwanda QC. So some of them are in attendance today and will be presenting to you after me. But the idea is that you can see information about them. You can search for specific expertise and view their profiles if you're a registered user. So here we see the profile of Jean de Kairanga, who's here today with us to present more. And we can see all about him and his services, qualifications, etc. So we invite you to register yourself so you can see the information in these profiles. We also have the service provider directory, which is growing. And here we see the profile for the Rwanda Alliance for Quality. And again, you can see more about the Rwanda Alliance. You can connect, you can send messages. So this is, again, really about exposing SMEs to the expertise that's available out there. For those that are interested in registering, we do have at the top of the tool a guide to registration. If you click on that, you'll be taken to a guide that can help you build your own profile. And finally, it's the success tool. So as I mentioned before, this is about capturing successes. We have many success stories present from the EAC region, and we invite you to read about those. Some of these successes were attained under Markup 1. If we click on one of them from Rwanda, you see this is one for Nova Coffee, which was an intervention that took place under Markup 1. I just wanted to point out real quickly that when we do have a story, when we do have a success, we want to make sure that those involved get credit. So it's a testament to Nova Coffee to make these improvements. It's also a testament to the quality champion that supported them. So we always give credit and we acknowledge the responsible user. If that user is registered on the Connect tool, we attribute that user. So we see here, again, Jean de Kairanga, and if we click that button, we're taken to the expert who helped them with that success project. As mentioned before, we also have the ability to share success stories. If your company, you want to share something that your company overcame, a quality-related challenge, you can click that button and submit for publishing consideration. Now, I wanted to flag one more thing with this tool, and that is that this is an EAC regional platform. However, we do have a central database across countries around the world. So you can actually change the country filter and select all countries and see that there are successes from other countries present on the platform, and successes can be learned from no matter where they take place. So we welcome you to explore this tool. If you are interested in a specific topic, let's say your company is looking for a HACCP certification. You can find the stories that are relevant for that topic. by doing a query. So it's a nice feature that allows you to see the success stories that are most relevant for you. And all of the information in the Connect tool, this will be my last point, all of the information in the Connect tool, the profiles, everything is accessed. Your profile can be built on your personal dashboard. So every user that registers will have a personal dashboard that allows them to input information about them. If you do happen to have expertise in a certain area and you do want to share, you can register as an expert or an institution and give information about your products and services. Okay, I think I will stop there for now, and we will hear more about the Quality Compass tool from our esteemed colleagues at RAQ, in particular Jean de Dieu Kairanga, who was the QC that I showed you the profile of just a minute ago, and who was involved with Nova Coffee's success story. I would welcome now, maybe Hidayah, you come back in if you'd like, prior to handing things off to Jean de Dieu Kairanga. Thank you.
Right, thank you.
Thank you very much, Josh, for a very elaborative presentation. I believe most of the MSMEs today now understand the three tools that you have been presented as: one for the Quality Compass to simplify the complexity of the requirements, and again the second one on the Quality Connect, and also the third one on the Quality Success, that showcasing and learning from successes. So thank you very much, Josh. I see there is no any question on the chat. Maybe if there is anyone, I invite at least one question. If there's anyone with a very burning question, or if not, we'll be moving to other presenters, then we'll have the interactive session later on. So I see there is no any hand, and thank you very much again. I would like now to, as Josh already said, I would like now to welcome Mr. John, apologies if I'll not pronounce it well, Kairanga from the Rwanda Alliance for Quality, who will now be giving us the demonstration of the Compass tool and how SMEs can use the tool to identify requirements and guidance on the markup tool priority sectors. I know you also be assisted with the other colleagues from the alliances. So without taking time, I would now like to welcome Mr. John Didu Kairanga for the demonstration. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much. Good morning, everyone. My name is Kairanga Jean de Dieu, as you mentioned. So
sorry,
take you to...
You are not audible enough.
Sure. Can you hear me now?
Yes, but if you can increase it a bit, it will be good.
Okay. So all the volumes are on the maximum. I don't know what is going on.
Now that's better. That's very
all right.
okay. Yeah, Karibu.
Yeah, I was saying that my name is Kairanga Jean de Dieu. I'm going to take you through this Quality Compass, how it is used, how it can help the SMEs to identify or to discover the requirements for their commodity. So let me try to do demonstration, trying to go to my screen. Just a minute. Can you see something?
Yes, we are able to see.
But we don't see the see the platform. We see the Teams.
Oh, sure.
The Teams call.
let me stop sharing and try maybe again. Can you see the page? Quality Compass?
Yes.
All right. Thank you very much. As Josh has mentioned, this tool is I may call it a one-stop center for quality requirements that every SME should consider before starting export business. So how it works, we use this link, of course, qualityfortrade.intrastate.org. You can see it. And then you go here for the product you wish to export. If I can select the coffee, and you are required also to mention the origin market. You select, you can see we have all the East African countries. We select Rwanda, and then you select the country where you want to export your product. Let me select Belgium, and then we go to search. So from the search, you see we have three main components: mandatory requirements, standards, and market preferences. So I'm trying to go to be first for the sake of time. If we start from the mandatory requirements, we also have food safety, we have a plant healthy, product quality, packaging, labeling, traceability, and also conformity assessment. We have also standards, and this is another part for the quality requirement. If we start with food safety, you can see that we have a lot of things. We have a plant health, we have a product quality and the performance. So let's start with this quality. I mean this food safety. All right. First of all, for the exporters, they need to know these rules governing the safety. Like this regulation number 178/2002, it is the general food law that contain every information for European Union countries. So it contains a lot of information, but also there are some specific information that you need to check. So the SMEs or the exporters needs to be aware of these laws. If you select, and you can easily download the law, and there are also other regulations for GMP, GHP. So let's go first. For instance, if you want to know what are the limits for ochratoxin A in coffee or for pesticides, you go for this ochratoxin A. And then here you can get all the information. Of course, this ochratoxin is one of the food safety concerns. It is a compound which is toxic, produced by moths. So this in the European countries is very critical, and they are very sensitive to it. So, but before export, you need to check yourself that you comply with these limits. For instance, you can see that for roasted coffee beans and ground coffee, the maximum is 5 parts per billion, meaning or microgram per kilogram. For soluble coffee, it is 10. For these green coffee beans, if there's no processing, there are no specific limit for this ochratoxin A. But remember, even if there is no specific limit, you need again to go and cross-check the food law or the other regulations. So this is, for example, for for ochratoxin A, but it doesn't only provide this limit, but also some technical guidance how to mitigate or how what are the good practice to prevent the contamination. Here there are some recommendations which include to implement a good hygienic practice, good farming practices, proper drying, storage, because this, as I mentioned, this ochratoxin comes from mainly poor drying or not storing the commodities properly. So these are the information we can have. There are recommendations to prevent this ochratoxin A, like drying the coffee to reach the moisture content of 11 to 12%. So also on the storage, there are recommendations. I think I will not go through all this, but you can see that there are limits and also the recommendations which needs to be considered. The same for pesticide residues. You go to the pesticide residues. Here, there's a pesticide database. You can see it in red. If you click this, you get a huge list of pesticides and their limits. You like if you click here, you can have an Excel or PDF document where you can see the list of pesticides, and every commodity has the code. Like on coffee, this is the code 06200000. It is for coffee beans. So once maybe the internet is not too fast, but you actually get the list. It is the downloadable document, and then you check what are the limits, which are the pesticide residues I have to test. But when there is no specific requirement or limits, the Europe applies by default the limit of 0.01 milligram per kg. This is something exporters need to know. When you check this list and you don't see the specific requirement on the pesticide residues, so the requirement becomes this one. Also on the heavy metals, microbiological contaminants, the same, you go there. And also for the heavy metals, you will always be able to see this row. It is the backbone of all the requirements, which is backed also by other regulations and the standards. So you need to check this, and we find if you go to this row, you find the list of all the contaminants, and also there is a list of recommendations and why it is important, because the heavy metals such as lead, cadmium, mercury, arsenic, and others are considered as very high risk for food safety. So also there are some recommendations. If you want to know more, there are this European Food Safety Authority and the Metals Contaminant. It is a document that can be downloaded. All of this is free. You can check all of them. So we have also on microbiological contamination. You have other contaminants. So maybe I can go to another aspect, but if you click, you see all the information needed for food safety. There is also something on plant health. As you know, coffee is one of the crop which is vulnerable to a wide range of pests and diseases. So there is a need to check the phytosanitary certificates for this coffee. So here in Rwanda, for each consignment before export, they need to be certified against this phytosanitary, because plant health, it is very, very critical parameter which is checked on arrival in European countries. So also you need to check the row. You need to be certified. This is also mandatory. If you are not certified, it is not recommended for you to go for European markets. So also they provide some guideline or some general recommendations like implementing integrated pest management to keep the health of the coffee crops. So you can also see the basis, the legal basis of this parentage, that is this row. So you can see that when you are going to export, you need to really read a lot of information, but likely which is available on the store. So there is also quality, but I think I can go to another part of standards or customer quality compliance. So if you want to see, if you click here also here on standard, you see there is a huge list of standards. If you may allow, like this, the product standard, you click on product standard, and then you will see that you have a list of international standard. There is also national standards. So you need to check all of them before you go for the export. So you can see that there is a list of standards which you need to know the requirement. You can see for coffee we have this East African standard for green coffee. So you need to check its requirement before exporting. So this is about the standards. And also if you go to the market preferences, also you can see a lot of information. There are physical quality attributes. Like if you click there, you can see there are limits for defects, limits for the moisture content. You can see that the recommended moisture content is 10 to 12%. And as I mentioned, this is the ideal moisture content to prevent the production of this ochratoxin A. So this is for the moisture content. You can see all the information and also the recommended practice, where they say that the SMEs need to use moisture meter which are calibrated and they dry evenly to avoid piling too deep or too big layers. So there are a lot of information. So there is also, this was about the moisture content. There is also green bean aroma. There is a bean size. They are also in Europe. They are keen on bean size. So you need to check in your operations which sieve I have to use during the grading to ensure that this grade will fit the European market. So these are the information. They are also bean density. There is the bean shape. All these, there is the bean color. All these are the information every exporter needs to know before export. There is a coffee defects. There is also you need to conduct some tests, physical tests to ensure that the defects, the percentage doesn't go beyond the required percentage. Is not opening. I don't know what is going on. Okay, it is now. So you can see in what they are considering as coffee defects include black beans, which are usually which come from an overripe or dead cherries. So you can see that all operations from the farming to the coffee washing station can affect the coffee quality. So there is a limit for black beans. There is soybeans, which are usually the yellow to reddish brown beans. So these are the requirements which need to be considered. There is a visibly a fungus damaged pins. They are suspected to contain ochratoxin. So, and these are the there are also severe insect damage. So all of these are the requirements. Remember, we have selected Belgium. This may change due to the country you want to export to. So so if you allow me, maybe I can go to another club. So, but all of these are the informations that everyone needs to know. Sensory quality, as you are aware of, coffee is about the taste and the aroma. So if you are failing in a cupping quality, the coffee will not be accepted on your European market. So in summary, we need to know the mandatory requirements, which are the standards, market preferences, and also among the standards, you have seen that you have food safety, you have quality, you have labeling, you have phytosanitary matters. So all those are the information that every SME or every exporter needs to know. Maybe if you may allow me to take another example, or if this is enough, I don't know. Chair, what do you recommend? Can I select another? Or this one was enough for the demonstration?
Thank you very much, John. Maybe Josh, what's your suggestion?
How are we doing on time?
Yes, please.
Hidayat, how are we doing on time? I think that's the biggest
Oh, okay.
consideration.
You only have 1 minute.
Okay.
Yeah.
Maybe you can show one key thing you would like to show, maybe Kairanga, for another product if you would like, and then we move on.
Okay, let me check like avocado, the same country, the same destination, and we search.
Hello.
So yes, please.
Yeah, maybe as you search for the avocado, what I can add is that when you scroll down, we see that there is like additional information, some document where the exporters can use, but also there are some videos. So if they really want to understand more, you just scroll down, you see some supporting document, useful link, and as well as some videos, so they can watch and also understand very well. Thank you.
Yeah, all right. Thank you very much for the compliment. So that is all. For the others, it is the same. You go for the standards. You check the ISO management system which are required. You see the standards. You see the market preferences. So I think from what we have seen, the SME can now easily navigate to discover all the information regarding quality and safety. So thank you very much for your kind attention. Your question, or if you are looking for clarification, you are most welcome. Over to you, Chair.
Thank you very much, Jen, for a very good presentation. And I see Olivia has her hands up. Yes, Olivia.
Thank you.
Yes.
Good morning, good afternoon. Can you hear me?
Yes, we can hear you.
Okay, actually, I just wanted to add on the demo done by Kairang, our colleague. This is to let people in this business, especially SMEs, that the platform is there. It is operational, full of information. What Rwanda Alliance for Quality is there is to bridge them with all information, to show them how the information is useful for their businesses before they start exporting. We are ready to assist them, to show them what are the requirements. As Kairanga already explained, the three parts like mandatory requirements, standards, and market preferences. We are there to explain each and every part of it, all the attributes. And what they have to understand from now is that food safety is not negotiable. Food safety is very, very important for the public health. So the food safety should be ensured from the farm to fork. So we have to start from the farm to make sure that we are complying until the final product is delivered to consumer. So that is the point I wanted to add. Thank you.
Okay, thank you very much, Olivia. And again, thank you for the support. I was also looking on the chat. Thank you very much, Josh, for sharing the link. Excuse me. But also I've seen some people kept raising questions saying, thanks, Simone, for, she said, I understand that the project benefited from the EU financing, which explained the current selection of the products. Is there any possibility of updating the platform to include products that are relevant for trade under the AFCFTA or take the AFCFTA into account? And thanks, Josh, for the answer that we are always open to exploring adding additional products to the platform. And correct. Currently, the platform is focused on the markup priority sectors and the markets, and we do have other products available on other national platforms. Which products might there be most interested in? So I think that answers your question. And for now, standards are not yet harmonized under the AFCFTA. Again, that's from Simon, but also we have from Leslie on the product list. I do not see avocado oil, which is growing commodity class from the East Africa, mostly to Europe. Here is only fresh or dried category. How will the system capture this, and can this be added mostly categories as essential oils by the shipping lines? And thanks again, Josh. I see you already answered. Good question. In fact, within the mapping for fresh avocados in the mandatory requirements section, you'll see certain areas for content labeled value added requirements. And there is already a link there. So while we do not yet have full mappings for certain value added products, we do try to point out critical requirements within the existing mapping. We may add more. Thank you again, Josh, for sharing the links. Anyone can access them on the chat. And I welcome if maybe there's anybody else who has a question that did not rise on the chat box before we move to the other session. You can just raise up your hand. I see there is no any other question. I think we are now going to move on the other session, by which we'll be having the spotlight on the Quality Association. That's the Rwanda Alliance for Quality, whereby here we'll be having the presentation of the services and how SMEs can engage and be supported. So for here we have Jean Claude Ndayabaje, who will be making this presentation. And he's the Business Development and Quality Management. Maybe I may just welcome him just to introduce him, to introduce himself more. Yeah, I see you are already there. We can see you clearly. Welcome, Mr. Jean Claude.
Thank you very much. A very good morning to everyone. My name is Jean-Claude Ndayambaje, and I work for Rwanda Alliance for Quality as the executive, the secretary of the board. And in addition, I also support and work in various settings, which include supporting young farmers to transition to employment opportunities, and I'm the quality champion, capacitated and skilled by the quality champion program under markup project of ITC and European Union. Hope you can hear me very well. Let me try to present. Yeah. So, are you able to see my screen?
Yes, sir, we are able to see it clearly.
Thank you very much. So as I mentioned, we are Rwanda Alliance for Quality. Thanks to, of course, the Markup 2 project, the ITC that capacitated a team of quality champions who came up with this idea of establishing an association that will contribute in enhancing the quality of the product and services of SMEs in the country. We are an NGO, a non-governmental organization dedicated to enhancing the competitiveness of Rwandan product and services, as I mentioned. And we comprise of a cohort of national experts and quality professionals who are certified by International Trade Center and its partner here, thanks to Rwanda Standard Board, as who were involved in capacitating this team of quality champions from 2019 to 2021 to provide quality improvement services that help companies achieve commercial success. Our vision is to be a leader in providing globally competitive services in all areas of quality management. And our mission is to promote advancement in quality theory and practice to contribute to the sustainable socioeconomic development of our citizens. We started in 2021, but we got formally registered by Rwanda Governance Board in 2025. It was in October 2025 that we got our legal personality as a national entity ready to partner with enterprise and institutions to contribute to quality culture across the country. Some of the services that we offer include trainings. These range from HACCP, quality management system like ISO 9001, soft skills for customer satisfactions, but targeting specifically SMEs in food systems. We also provide coaching, which include technical support for implementing quality management systems that are already in place, or for the companies that want to implement some. And we do consulting on process improvement, quality project development, and gap assessment for, of course, SMEs in food systems. We are still in food systems, but our vision is very wide, and as we grow, we will also enter some other sectors. So why you should be partnering with Rwanda Alliance for Quality? Of course, we partner to build production systems that minimize defects, meet mandatory for East African countries, AU and other buyer requirements. We also partner to increase productivity by reducing wastes and improving work processes and achieving, of course, commercial gains through certified excellences. Our collaboration for impact, we work in close collaboration with national and international bodies, like, as I mentioned, Rwanda Standard Board. RAQ is a regular member of National Quality Award Committee, but we also get involved in other initiatives of Rwanda Standard Board. We partner with ITC Markup in the implementation of partners quality champion programs. We are soon starting a new cohort of quality champions. I invite you to stay connected with RAQ, as we will be sending the call for application for this program, and this program will be implemented by RAQ and partners like Rwanda Standard Board, and we are planning to also engage Rwanda Food and Drug Authority and RECAP. So how do we do our job? Of course, we do our job through our quality champions, who provide hands-on support to diverse enterprise. Like in the coffee sector, we implement HACCP and quality management system for export readiness for cooperatives, enhancing food safety in horticulture sector for avocado and fine beans exporters. On this photo, as you can see, I have seen Mr. Muzungu Daniel is here on the call from Effective. And here we were in the Park House working with them during the training on post-harvest food safety export documentations, exploring the Dubai market and AU compliance for some of their staff. And ABCD Great Lake, I have seen Justino C also here in the call. And they were part of this training, as the two companies have benefited coaching services under, of course, this quality champion program, fully supported by Markup. For the tea sector, we get involved in strengthening the quality documentations for regional trade. We have partnered, it was in 2021, 2022, we partnered with ITC and the Alliance for Product Quality in Africa to support 15 Rwandan SMEs. And these are some of the results that we experienced. The improvement in standard compliance across the 15 companies that worked with RAQ members increased by 42% in planning and risk management, by 39% in the performance evaluation, and 36% in the context of organizations. These interventions closed the critical gaps, moving this enterprise toward audit readiness for other system certifications like HACCP, like ISO, to name a few. You have seen the success story. I will not go back to this. It is about Nova Coffee, located in the northern province. You can still find it on the Quality for Trade portal under the success story. I again encourage you to visit the success stories, because there's very, very important information that may help your companies to learn from and connect with, of course, under the connect option with the quality champions who may support you on maybe achieving what companies like Nova and other companies have or were able to achieve. Nova, during the correction of this success story, was exporting 8 containers of coffee a year. As I mentioned, we collaborate for impact to boost the livelihood of Rwandans through promoting a quality culture in SMEs involved in agriculture, food system. And these are the quality champions still on the Connect. You can find their profile. We have out of 23 quality champions who were certified in 2021, 22 are active members of Quality Champion. You might maybe know some names, but they are all accessible. You can find them through the connect of the portal, but you can also connect with RAQ in case you want maybe to leverage the expertise of each individual quality champion that I'm presenting right now. Ladies and gentlemen, we'll pause here and let's see if there are questions or clarification, but we are located on here in Rusororo, 2 minutes to Kabuga Center, next to the the new petrol station, Leaks petrol station. That is where our office is located at, in the compound where you can find some other organization like YAN and other partners. You will find us there, but you can also send us an email or contact us directly through our other portals. But we work, of course, to serve you and drive the Rwandan together with qualities and compliance that makes our product and services competitive to the higher ends in market. I thank you very much.
Thank you very much for a very good presentation, and we really appreciate you having give us the vision of the Rwanda Alliance for Quality to be a leader in providing globally competitive services in all the areas of quality management. And I know that you are really doing a good job on it. So congratulations. And I've also seen that you already officially granted the legal personality by the Rwanda Governance Board. That's a very, very good achievement for you, and given for the services that you are giving on the training, coaching, and also for consulting. So thank you very much, sir, for a very, very good presentation. I will now allow any questions, recommendations that you may have, and this now goes for the interactive question and answer session. So it will only not be for the Rwanda Alliance Quality, but for all of our session today. If you have anything that you need clarification, please feel free to raise your hand so that we may give you the chance to raise any questions that you may have. So welcome. This is now for all of the participants. If you have even a recommendation, please go ahead and just raise a hand. And again, I believe Gift, my colleague, we are going to have a live feedback pause. So I may also take this opportunity to welcome the live feedback polls initiated by my colleague, whereby you may just give us feedback on the relevance and also the priority areas for follow-up. So thank you very much. I see it has already been initiated it's on the chat. So this is very, very important for us. So we kindly request to go on the chat and give us feedback of the webinar today. But also feel free to raise your hand for any question or comment. Thank you. The room is open. Maybe this is also a chance from our colleagues from the Rwanda Alliance for Quality, if they also have any additions for the recommendations that for the presentation that was made.
Yeah, maybe what I can add is that the work and activities that we conduct complement what other ecosystem partners and institutions are doing or have been doing. So we, as I mentioned, for instance, when we provide like coaching sessions or support to SMEs under, of course, the Quality Champion program, we work hand in hand with other partners like the Rwanda Standard Board and other ecosystem support organizations to ensure that there is no duplication in what we are doing, and that have been of course at the center of our efforts, and we complement each other and leverage every partner's efforts to contribute in quality improvements and efforts to make, of course, our products and services more competitive globally. That is just what I wanted to add on. Maybe our colleagues, they can also come in and yeah, maybe if Jean Dodier, Mutoni, or any other, I have seen many other colleagues here, quality champions too. Yeah, if you have any other comment, you can come in.
Thank you very much, sir. I see silence. This means that the webinar has been very, very productive and very easy to understand for all of the MSMEs. So, I mean, I think the silence means that everyone here understood very well on the presentations that were made. So once again, thank you very much, sir, for the presentation. And I also kindly request the participants to continue filling the live poll that we have initiated on the live chat. But also, I think having that there is no any other questions and recommendations, I would like now to go back to Josh to give us on the recap of the key takeaways of our today's webinar. So Josh, back to you. Thank you.
Thank you. I'm just going to share my screen. Thank you so much, Nidaya. Thank you so much to Jean-Claude and team at RAQ for the very good sharing on RAQ and how RAQ is there positioned very well to assist SMEs in Rwanda. We encourage you all to reach out to them to learn more and to connect. I'm just going to, I hope you can see my screen. I'm just going to kind of cover some key takeaways from today's session. So I think first of all, the importance of the EAC Quality for Trade platform for SMEs. Just note that again, this platform has been designed with the SME in mind, with companies in mind. It's unlike other tools that may be more built for technical people or experts. It's really grounded, it's structured, it's guided. This is about allowing you to quickly understand the quality requirements for your product and learning about quality in trade. So instead of searching across multiple sources of information, you can use the platform which brings it all together in a more comprehensive and guided fashion. What is required, why it matters, and what to do. This is really what it's all about. Secondly, the takeaway message is about finding the right support. So SMEs can find the quality related services they need using the Quality Connect tool, and in particular, the services of the Rwanda Alliance for Quality. You've heard from them today. You've seen their expertise. You've seen some of their faces, and I think it would be a good idea to reach out to them to learn more and connect so that they can help your companies as well. The platform features them. The platform complements the work they do very well. The members of RAQ are very familiar with the platform and the tools, so there's a good synergy there, and we encourage you all to reach out to RAQ. Finally, this platform allows you to learn from others. That's a big part of this, and the success stories that are there kind of not only can inspire, but they can also teach. So these are practical lessons. What did other SMEs do to improve their quality and access new markets? And then lastly, being better prepared for markets. So the platform prepares not only from the information side, but also the guidance aspect. What are the best practices? What can be done to reduce risks? So we're not running into situations of shipment rejection or delays. It allows you to respond more confidently to buyers' requirements. It allows you to position your products better for the particular markets. So it's not only just about compliance, but also competing more effectively. So to close, we warmly welcome all of you to continue to explore the platform. There will be a package of things sent to all attendees, including some brochures, the slides from today, a registration guide to help you to register yourselves. So look forward to those being shared with you in the emails. So we're confident that this tool is going to be something that you'll find practical and relevant for your business. It's going to help you bridge gaps in knowledge. It's going to help you support compliance and strengthen your ability to access new markets. We encourage you to register on the platform. The Compass tool is available even without being registered. Most of the platform is available without being registered. However, when it comes to seeing contact info or profiles on the Connect tool, you'll have to be registered in order to view those profiles and connect with individuals. So we encourage you to do so. The more expertise, that's and experience that's present on the platform and shared on the platform increases the platform's value for others. And then finally, we encourage you to share the platform with colleagues, with partners, other companies, other beneficiaries that you think would benefit from this type of information. And then this will help us to improve the likelihood that its impact will grow and be sustained over time. This is a tool that will continue to exist after any particular project is over. So the idea is, with the more people involved, the more capable we are of sustaining the impact of the platform. So please do share and help us sustain. With that, I'd like to close. So thank you again for all of you for joining today. Thank you again for all of my fellow presenters. Thank you to EABC for coordinating the webinar, and we are always here for questions. If you have additional questions for EABC, for RAQ, for ITC, you'll see our contact info on the last slide that will be shared, and you see on the screen. So please do reach out. We're here for you, and we want to support you. Thank you so much, and wishing you all a great rest of your, I suppose it's afternoon now. Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Thank you. Bye.
Thank you very much, Josh.
Thank you.